to another video, and this one is something that I am really excited about doing. This has to be, this past week or so, had to be one of the greatest San Diego Comic-Con, at least toy reveals, that I think there's ever been. To say that this was an epic toy San Diego Comic-Con reveal would be just a grand understatement and a disservice to everything that was shown. And amazingly, a lot of it actually became or went on sale shortly after the con started, and just started hitting all the various websites between Hasbro Pulse, Entertainment Earth, Big Bad Toy Store, Ringside Collectibles, Target, Walmart. I mean, it was nuts. It was stressful, but it was a lot of fun to basically try to get everything that I wanted. Ultimately, I did pre-order a ton of stuff, probably way too much, but I thought it'd be kind of fun to go over everything which I pre-ordered. So I'm going to take it basically toy line by toy line as to what I pre-ordered, and I'll show you guys any pictures that I have of all the various things that I pre-ordered. So here we go. We're going to start with wrestling. So the first thing which I pre-ordered, or one of the first things, was this Mega Powers 2-pack from Ringside Collectibles. And holy cow, this is something which I think fans have been asking for forever. The Mega Powers were probably in existence for about a year and a half, and Macho Man won the title from the help of Hogan in Wrestlemania 4 in March of '87, and they stayed together for that full year, had an amazing run. The eventual breakup with the Mega Powers Explode was emotionally just a gut punch, and was some of the best wrestling angle of all time. So having this 2-pack is just incredible. So I'm super excited to get this 2-pack. Next is a Target exclusive. It is a Raw 3-pack of The Undertaker, Razor Ramon, and the 1-2-3 Kid. It was from the early days of Raw. This is going to be a Target exclusive. I'm not sure if it's still up, but it looks like a really neat exclusive, and the packaging on it looks phenomenal. Next is another a Target exclusive, and these are from the Next Legends series, and it is the APA with the Tag Team Championship belts, Bradshaw and Farouk. I believe there's a Molly Holly in this line, and I forget who the last one was, but it was somebody that I didn't really care about. So I pre-ordered the APA with the belts. Next, also a Target exclusive, and Target has been killing it with the wrestling. If you can find it there, your best chance is really to ensure that you get it is to pre-order it as soon as it becomes available. But the next thing was the Macho Man Ultimate at Target, the one in the black outfit. Again, check this out. I mean, it looks fantastic, and I'm a sucker for the Macho Man. Pretty much anything that they ever release of the Macho Man. I don't really care so much about the basics, but any elites or ultimates, I'm always going to get of the Macho Man. He's a top 5 wrestler for me all time, no questions asked. Now here's a couple more from the Ruthless Aggression line from Walmart. The first one is Rob Van Dam, and he comes with the Intercontinental belt from that Attitude Era. And the second one is Booker T. They also, again, they showed a couple more. I don't recall exactly who, but these were the two that I was most impressed with. And these are the two that I got. So RVD and Booker T. Next, also a Walmart exclusive. And this comes from that line which, with the Hollywood Hogan, they had a Bray Wyatt, Ric Flair. They almost look like Key-Man figures. This one is the Undertaker. Now, I also have right now pre-ordered, but this was from a while ago, Shawn Michaels, Kevin Nash, and Scott Hall, but they have not arrived yet. But from the new ones that have been pre-ordered, this is the one. Next is from Ringside Collectibles. Now, Ringside had like all of these wrestlers up there, and it was just overwhelming. I was just clicking. it click first, ask questions later. It was insane. So this one is a Terry Funk variant. I believe it's Chainsaw Charlie was his name, or Hacksaw Charlie, one or the other. But it's a really cool Terry Funk figure, and this was a ringside collectible exclusive. Next is, and they didn't release real pictures of these individually, but it's next set of Ultimate Editions. It's Ultimate Editions 15, and it is Brock Lesnar and the Ultimate Warrior. I would imagine the Brock Lesnar is going to be more of a modern day Lesnar with the beard and the ponytail. The Ultimate Warrior, I heard, might be WrestleMania 9 Ultimate Warrior, maybe. It's not exactly clear to me. But those two Ultimate Editions, I'm definitely getting. Like the Macho Man, pretty much anything that the Ultimate Warrior comes out with, I'm getting it. Next, and this is one line, and I pre-ordered this entire line, is the WrestleMania 39 Elites. I pre-ordered the entire line because it's a Build-A-Figure for Mean Gene. So I had to get that. And it comes with The Rock from WrestleMania 18, Hulk Hogan from WrestleMania 18. So he's in the NWO gear from their famous Legend versus Icon match, or whatever it was called. And also from WrestleMania 6, Macho Man and Dusty Rhodes. So these four are going to be Elite figures, which look, I think, from what I could tell, are going to be pretty awesome. Next is going to be the Survivor Series Elite line, and this one is also a Build-A-Figure line, and it's for Rick Rude, the one in the suit where he actually appeared both on Raw and Nitro on the same night, and he had, I believe, a full beard on one and a goatee in the other. And it comes with two heads, so you can swap both heads in, which is pretty cool. But the figures in this line are AJ Styles, Becky Lynch, Ultimate Warrior. The Ultimate Warrior has like that cool mullet, as you guys can see. I don't know, I think that's a good look for him. And the last one, and this is the figure that I'm least excited about from this line, is the young Drew McIntyre. And last but not least, this is the coup de grace of releases from San Diego Comic-Con. This was available as an exclusive at San Diego Comic-Con. And through Mattel Creations, you were able, for a very brief, short window of time, pre-ordered it on Mattel Creations. And as you guys can imagine, it was a complete cluster F. It was a debacle. Most people, I couldn't get it. But lucky for me, I have a buddy of mine who is my backup, and he was able to get it for me. I'm not going to have to pay anything above cost. It's one of my best friends in the world, so he was able to get it for me. So I was very happy about that. So I do have the No Holds Barred Hulk Hogan and Zeus set pre-ordered. This thing is a thing of beauty. I cannot wait. This could be one of the most excited things that I ever gotten in wrestling. Between the No Holds Barred set and the Mega Power set, they knocked it out of the park this year with wrestling. They really did. So, moving on from wrestling, what else did I pre-order? Pre-ordered some Hasbro G.I. Joe Classifieds. First, I pre-ordered the Sergeant Slaughter, which looks really cool. It's going to be a classified series Slaughter. Next is Zartan, which also looks like a really good-looking version of this character. Next is, this one I think looks absolutely incredible. This might be the best one of all of these yet, is Dr. Mindbender. And this one was on Hasbro Pulse. It would go in and out on Hasbro Pulse, but ultimately I was able to secure it on Hasbro Pulse. This Dr. Mindbender looks incredible. So definitely excited to get that. Moving on to Marvel Legends, with the classic card backs, I got basically three. I got Apocalypse, which is a great looking Apocalypse figure. Beast, where he comes in the trench coat, also a really, really good looking figure. And classic Spider-Man. The Spider-Man actually was a Walmart exclusive, if I remember correctly, and that was really difficult to get. But I was able to snag the classic Spider-Man, which is the one that I was most excited for. Next, there was, I can't even remember where I pre-ordered this from. I want to say this one was from possibly Hasbro Pulse or BBTS, not sure. It's a 2-pack of the Heralds of Galactus with the Fallen and Terrax, which I'm getting the Galactus HasLab, so I would like to surround him basically with as many of the Heralds as possible. So it's cool that it will be able to get 2 more. So that's pretty awesome. I got a couple of Masters of the Universe things. I got from the 40th anniversary line, and this is an homage to the 2000 X line, the 40th anniversary He-Man, and also the 40th anniversary Skeletor. And last but not least, my first and always true love of toys, Star Wars. I pre-ordered a bunch of stuff for Star Wars, but amazingly, as much as I pre-ordered for Star Wars, I actually ended up with more wrestling, but they didn't release everything for Star Wars as much as they did for wrestling, so that's a big reason why. So the first one is this, what is it, HK47 or something like that, Black Series figure. This droid looks pretty cool. I grabbed it. Next, and this one I'm really excited about because I think this one looks really good. It is the Jedi Luke from the Mandalorian. These, unfortunately, are going to come in completely enclosed boxes, so obviously I'm going to have to pop these open, which I don't mind. These figures are going to look good. I'll pop them open. Not a big deal. Next is the Grogu Black Series, which they have not done a full-scale Grogu with his little floating thing for the Black Series or anything, so this is the first time for that. Miggs Mayfeld from The Mandalorian also. And last but not least, this was also an exclusive, which was released briefly on Hasbro Pulse, but it was a San Diego Comic-Con exclusive. And it was the Boba Fett in disguise. He looks awesome. So very excited about the Boba Fett in disguise. So those are the Black Series that I pre-ordered. Next, vintage collection figures. There were several of them that I pre-ordered. First one is the Clantonian Raider. I don't recall where he was from. But it's a very cool looking figure. Next is Cal Kestis. It is from the Jedi Survivor video game, which is the sequel to the Jedi Fallen Order game. I think this Cal Kestis in vintage collection looks great. It's actually, I believe that, it's the first Cal Kestis vintage collection figure. They didn't do a vintage collection figure for him for the first game, at least not yet. Possibly they might in the future, but this one looks really good. And again, last one is Jedi Luke from Mandalorian. Looks awesome. Can't wait to get it. So that is it, guys. That was all the pre-orders. And that was all ordered over the course of probably 24 hours. Now, obviously, all of these things are going to kind of drip in slowly over the next probably, 3 to 8 to 10 months. So it's not, luckily, not all going to hit at once, but considering everything else that I probably have back ordered, it's going to be a little pricey, so I might need to sell a couple things to just restock the funds a bit, but hey, it's part of the game, right? So anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know what you guys pre-ordered. Am I the only one that went like this nuts, or will this park for the course for all you guys who are collectors? Because, like I said, this, to me at least, it seemed like was probably the greatest San Diego Comic-Con toy reveal that they've ever had. Movies, they revealed a lot of stuff for Marvel. They really didn't reveal a whole lot for DC, so it was kind of meh. But the toys, all these Hasbro, Mattel, they all knocked it out of the park. Even NECA, but a lot of the NECA stuff hasn't really gone on sale yet. They just kind of previewed it. So that's why I didn't really show anything for NECA, because all I'm showing is the stuff that I actually pre-ordered already. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. Greatly appreciate the support. Please be sure to comment, like, subscribe. Again, let me know what you guys pre-ordered. Until next time, take care.